Is it now the time for, of course, the former royals known as Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, to develop something of a sense of humour? We haven't seen much of one over the last few years. In fact, all we've really seen is Meghan and Harry getting very upset, unless, of course, they're the one aiming the jokes at other people. But this time around, it appears that even the Sussexes have run out of ideas as to how to counteract back at some of the negativity that they're now receiving, not just over here in the United Kingdom, across the United States, but worldwide. As ever, let me explain. Hi, nice to see you. You're right today. Thank you so much. Isn't this a beautiful country lane? Raining, but a beautiful country lane nonetheless. You see, what you get on this channel, you get out and about, don't you? Yes, you do. It's good to get out in the fresh air. You can smell it, can't you, you can smell it through the camera. Well, you can smell something. Yes, it is fresh air. How dare you? Well, we're near a farm as well. It might be a bit of that. Let's not go there. Well, it's all good for the roses, apparently, isn't it? That's all you care about, isn't it? You gardeners. Oh, we need some rain. And then when it rains, you're back out there cutting the same thing that you moaned about was too high. What's the point of gardening? Just look at somebody else's. That's my motto. Back as ever to your royal story of the day. Now, here's where I find this interesting, because recently on it used to be very celebrated Saturday Night Live over in the United States, a big primetime comedy show. Well, once again, they took aim at Meghan Markle, basically in their new segment, saying that with Meghan now all part of the British slave trade, that they were going to be sent back, they were exchanging her or whatever. Cruel, but of course comedy can be cruel and funny. That's the whole point of it. Naturally, lots of people were up in arms, oh, it's terrible, and all of that sort of stuff. How can you make fun of the slave trade? You can make fun of anything. That's the point of comedy. As we've all seen with the greats, everybody from whether it be Buster Keaton, Charlie Chaplin, right through to the likes of, modern day comedians. I say modern day, but, legends like Bob Hope. And right through to Joan Rivers, a good friend of mine. She was never afraid to tackle thorny subjects. But as ever, it gets interesting because now Harry and Meghan really do get very offended and upset by certain things, as you can imagine. And this didn't go down too well in the Montecito mansion. But their team have told them that, in fact, it would be better to embrace these very visible and worldwide attacks. The sort of thing that popped up on South Park with the worldwide privacy tour, which really, really did prick a sort of proverbial balloon with the Sussexes. According to a very well-placed source, Meghan and Harry's team have just simply been advised to roll with it, and the reason behind this is actually not a bad strategic idea from the very well-paid, expensive publicity team. You see, their advice is, well, look, it just proves how famous you are if you're included in comedy skits. If people are talking about you, it can help the brand, it can do all of this. Naturally, I've been told Harry and Meghan don't see it in that particular vein. They feel that people are laughing at them, mocking them, and it's not too nice at all. Whichever way you look at it, what you have to remember is they are sort of the fun of comedians right now. And, they're just lucky they didn't make fun of American Riviera, or of course the forthcoming Nigerian visit, or the disaster of the Invictus Games so far. The way comedy shows can rest assured that right now Harry and Meghan have been very much strongly advised to let it ride out, because eventually people will tire of mocking them. Now, which side do you believe? Neil Sean in the very heart of Yorkshire.